right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Rob will be taking all your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games. He will get his favorite ones sent over to us. So today we are wrapping up Standard as we know it with our ominous, not ominous C's, we're already done with that, but our ominous tweet from earlier on Tuesday. Just going to indefinitely change something, probably with Uro on the main topic, but for now,
saying hello and goodbye at the same time. It's
exactly.
Like that Beatles song. Say hello.
Yeah, we're doing exactly that. Yeah. Except Uro is very, very sus right now, to say the least. So, but for now,
I think I might be the only Magic player who hasn't played a game of Among Us.
I haven't played either. I just know the. We can high five. Yeah, okay. That's close. Nice.
The boomer group over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you kids and your fancy computer Nintendos.
Back in my day, we played it by a campfire and we called each other liars and said they killed each other in the night. But now
back in my day, we played with a ball and a stick, and we loved it. Before I went to work in the salt mines,
walking uphill both ways.
Kids don't know how good you have it.
Now Ross is just walking uphill trying to beat #Team Corey on the battle streets of Versus Live. So, yeah.
Well, it wasn't the best of segues.
No, it really wasn't. I stumbled over it. Let's get another edit out of that. Let's give Corey one edit a match.
Yeah, we'll take care of that in post.
Sweet.
You want to roll the intro again? We'll
just start it over. The whole show. Round one. Get the decks back.
Yeah, let's redo round one. Let's redo
you really want to play that matchup again because it looks so good for you. All right.
It can't go worse.
Maybe. All right. So we are playing round two here of our viewer submitted day. For anybody who doesn't know what this is, we do this quite often now, and we want to continue to do it more. So if you want to be involved, add us on Twitter. I mean, we're just trying to get our Twitter cloud up here.
Yeah.
One follow at a time, or the Star City Games one. We ask for deck lists on our Twitter, and then we just play them here. And you get to decide who you want to play: Team Corey, Team Ross. And this is our fourth one we've done. Had a lot of fun with them so far. I am up 2-1. Everybody's been very nice, giving me insane lists, especially the third list I have coming up here.
That one is definitely more on the deranged side of insane.
Oh yeah. It looks like somebody was just like building it like this. Yes, all of them. Just put all the decks together.
Yeah, it takes a sick mind to put that deck together.
Yeah, but this deck was Igloo Boy, frequent in the channel as well, just a really good Magic player. We play a lot of the same decks. He loves Yorion. We love Orzhov Doom Foretold back when that was the deck with the rats and stuff. So he built a new version that, a lot of stuff has changed. There's no Othakaya, but still Treacherous Blessing, Doom Foretold, Yorion, ECD. These kind of things are still very powerful, and that's what I'm going to be playing.
Very great at grinding, and so we're going to put it up against Rakdos, which we saw on Tuesday do some pretty impressive grinding as well. This is a version of Rakdos that comes
beating a Yorion deck, actually. So
that comes from Rattlesnake and plays Luris as a companion. Okay. So we've got a very low curve. One of the things that's nice about that is that your Agadeem's Awakenings become really good. You got lots of 1s and 2s to bring back, and then Luris is a 3-drop that often appears, so you're usually getting 2, sometimes 3 back, including a Luris, which is great. Okay. We got the Archfiend's Vessel synergy, but we're not all in on it. Only 2 Malakir rebirths. Okay. So I like that. I don't want to be too committed to it. Still playing 4 Croxa, which I love. I think that's just the reason to be Rakdos.
Oh yeah. And it's not the mana base.
Yeah. Other than that, this is what you come to expect as far as other new cards. Skyclave Shade is a great addition. Works really well with Village Rites, is a great grind card. Going to be hard for the Orzhov deck to deal with. It's a great card for me to be sacrificing to Doom Foretold and just keep recasting from my graveyard. So I like that dynamic in this matchup. And hopefully I'll be able to grind out another Yorion deck.
All right. Well, let's do it. Let's get to battling. I destroyed you round 1, so you get to go first.
Don't remind me.
Can I tell you again? I destroyed you, good friend. Okay.
Well, this is 2 Village Rites and 5 lands, so I will mulligan.
A snap keep. I kept so many hands like that on Tuesday. Yeah, that one was bad. Anybody who didn't watch that last one, it didn't work out for me. maybe I keep a lot of bad hands, but most of them just pan out.
Yeah.
But when they don't, it hurts me deep.
I think it still worked better than the last game of the last viewer submitted. Was a 4-color Death Shadow versus something.
Oh, versus Titan.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was still will go down as the worst game of Magic that our decks just did not want us to play either one of them.
Yeah. So
therefore it was just it looked like 2 limited decks that were just missing a color, like it was so bad.
It was definitely a struggle.
1/2s. You were like at 13 and couldn't find another way to deal yourself any damage.
Yeah.
You had, like 3 shadows in hand.
And I just had like all red cards and somehow didn't have, my mountain or anything. Yeah, it was a train wreck, so it was impressive stuff. Rob, you got a question while Ross is mulliganing? Or we empty?
Yeah, no, I had one here.
Okay.
So the Pro Citizen asked for both of you, assuming you've been laddering, what have you been enjoying the most?
Enjoying the most, I would say Gruul Adventures. So here's the thing. I haven't laddered a ton in preparation. I had myself a nice easy week, so I played 4 matches with Gruul Adventures, 3 including on my dropping bombs. And, I guess this kind of spoiler to my dropping bombs, but I haven't lost any of those matches. And then I played 6 matches with Sultai last night, and I am 6-0 with that. So I'm ranked 30 on the ladder right now. Come at me.
Well, most fun is actually the Izza deck I played in match 1.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had fun playing that deck on the ladder a little bit. Didn't run into mono green, so that kind of helped.
Good call.
You won your Jim D hand of the
Yeah, that was from playing that deck. I had a hand with 4 frantic inventories in my arm put.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. What, draw 9 or something? Right?
It's draw 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Triangular number scoring.
Sure.
Sum the first and consecutive integers.
And
positive integers. Although, actually, I think that you can do triangular numbers with negative integers too. They get really weird. What you don't know about that hand though is it looks like it has two lands in it, but I was on a 6, so I had to put a card back. I actually put the Valakut Awakening back, trying to draw another land because I definitely there was some other card in the hand I really wanted to keep, and I just wanted to keep all 4 frantic inventory. Ripped the land immediately, and my opponent conceded after I cast the second frantic inventory because they missed their 3rd land drop.
Wow!
So I didn't get to cast all 4. It was very sad.
Wow, that is very mean. That is very mean.
I was very disappointed.
Unfortunate.
Okay, well, this hand is 6 lands and a weaponize the monsters, so I'll look at that one too.
So you're having a pretty good day so far.
Yeah, this is just going great.
Going great so far, huh? Yeah, I think hashtag Team Ross viewers are just sabotaging you.
I don't know how they can be sabotaging me. I'm the one shuffling the deck.
Well, okay, or it's Rob sabotaging you, just not putting
That's
in a
possible.
plan.
He's trying. He's close enough. He's within sabotage distance. I think he's trying to get back at me for what I laid on him on the basketball court.
I mean, he does have a huge grin on his face right now, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just a Gengar fan. What can I say?
Yeah. Rob, do you got one more question?
Oh, I have one. Pretty good.
Dropping the ball, dropping the questions.
Yes. Do you think that maybe splashing white in the Ominous Seas deck, making it more, becoming a Jeskai deck for things like Narset or like Dream Trawler are possible to make the deck a little bit better, or is it just you need to be focused on
adding
synergies?
good cards, that's interesting.
I don't think either of those really solve the problem. The deck is already well situated against other blue decks. It's very good in those matchups. And the removal suite right now is really geared towards mono red. And I think you can adjust that. I'm sure there's something that you can play Thunderkin Awakener is pretty good. It doesn't go Lovestruck Beast, or not Awakener, Thunder. What's that sorcery that deals 4 damage for 2
Thundering Rebuke or something?
Yeah, Thundering Rebuke.
Yeah.
That's a card that I would look to if I wanted to be better against mono green. Kills Yorvo for 2 mana.
Yeah.
Usually.
Realistically, that's probably just better than Blitz, sadly. Blitz is a turn 4 removal spell. Thundering is a turn 2.
Blitz deals with a lot of stuff. It's really good in the deck.
It does, yeah, but it's never a turn 2 removal spell against a Cobra if you have an opt,
Yeah, but you already have, I guess you don't have
shocks, but
yeah, you have shocks on the board. You only have 1 spike field in the main in the list as is, but
yeah.
Regardless, the problem is you just don't answer big creatures well. So find some more ways to answer big creatures. I'm not sure it's necessary to have a card like Dream Trawler in the deck. Narset is an interesting one.
Narset's great, but yeah, Dream Trawler against these aggro decks these days, like even Lovestruck Beast outclasses it. And Embercleave goes over the top of it, and blue decks are even main decking Dispute. So as much as I love Dream Trawler and as much as I've tried to make it work, that card just isn't good right now.
Honestly, a card I would look into is Teferi. I think Teferi being able to buy time by phasing out big creatures and just looting a bunch. It fills your graveyard for Blitz. It draws you cards and sets up your probable alliances and your Ominous Seas.
Teferi seems way better.
Teferi is a card I would try.
I mean, Teferi on your opponent's turn, all you need is opt then, just like on your turn to trigger Improbable Alliance. That should be a 3 of or a 2 of,
That's the card I would look at. There we go. We broke it.
We broke
Figured it out, chat.
We officially made a deck that looks unplayable, probably still unplayable. Let's go.
Okay, I am going to put this one back since I don't need it yet.
Okay.
And I think this one back.
Alrighty. Roll to 5.
Nice
Good luck. My hand is not that great, though.
Well, I have a Scorpion, so you're dead.
Okay. GG.
Sting you.
I have a Plains. Your go.
They're very poisonous.
Okay.
Attack you for 1.
19.
Play Mountain and a Mire Triton. Game.
Okay. Game.
Mill 2. Nice. I milled a Deadweight. Don't want to draw that.
Yep.
So I'm at 22. You're at 19 already? Jesus.
Wow,
Game's basically over.
Game's over.
I don't know why you keep going.
Your go. Your aggressive start is futile.
Okay, well, attack for 1.
All right, take it. 18.
Buy the Luris.
Okay.
Ooh, already up a card. Game. By up a card, I of course mean down a card since I started down 2.
Down 2, yes, of course. And I could just put Yorion in hand and now you're down. Whatever.
If you have a third land, which seems unlikely.
Unlikely. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I actually think I just want to go like this. Discard a card.
I will discard Spikefield Hazard.
Just discards, okay. And then I will play a Temple of S. And, card is interesting. Yeah, actually, I think I want that. No, I don't want it. I already have enough of that effect.
Okay.
ECD not very good against this.
I will play an Archfiend's Vessel.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I will play a Plains. They Plains. And I will go with an Elspeth.
That's an Elspeth.
And we'll get a couple of Shaheens in here and pass to you.
Well, those make Aaron.
Soldiers. Yeah. No, I mean, that's a huge upgrade. That's a huge upgrade. I lose to Aaron all the time in tournaments. I don't lose to Shaheen that often, so.
To be fair, who does?
To be fair, he's usually on my team, so.
I mean, if he's on your team, then you do lose to Sheen.
Yeah. Hey, still, the first SCG trophy, or second SCG trophy I ever got, Shaheen went 9-0 on day 2 to help us out when me and Pete were struggling. So I still got to give Shaheen some credit.
Ugh, I hate giving Sheen credit.
Yeah, but if you want to give him, complaints, at Shaheen Serrani on
if we
Twitter.
make any mistakes today, at Sheen Serrani on Twitter.
Exactly, yep.
Ask him all the rules questions.
100%. I want to know the number of actual complaints that Shaheen gets that were because of me or your marketing on
I hope
either
it's
one
more
of our
than
shows
one.
or podcasts. We've talked to him before, and he's like, "Hey, I welcome that cloud anytime, man." I'm like, "Okay, buddy."
Send both my creatures at your Elspeth.
Okay. I see you. Obviously is just a chump attack, probably has Luris land to bring stuff back, but I'm fine with that. So we'll go like this.
Okay, tradesies. You take 2, I gain 3.
Yep, you gain 3, go to 25, I go to 16.
Yep. I will go to 22 to play an Agadeem.
Okay.
I will then play a Luris and then play the Vessel and get a Demon.
Checks out.
Pass the turn. There's our Grizzly Brands.
Grizzly.
Get my Luris ECD'd. I'll just move that one over there.
No, I didn't need it.
I just assumed you had another one.
Didn't need it. Yeah, I think this is just a pretty easy shatter turn. You draw a magical card. And then I'll play another Temple. This card's okay, but not great. So I'll put it on the bottom. Then I'll make a couple more errands and pass to you.
Okay, I'll call the Death Dweller on Luris.
Okay.
So it has Menace and Death Touch.
Okay.
And then play Serrated Scorpion from the graveyard. Pass the turn.
All right. You won't need those keywords for long, don't you worry. Let's go with Skyclave. Get that out of there for good. Then let's go with this. Put Yorion into my hand. And I don't really want to jump and attack or anything, so I'll just pass to you. Yes.
Pass the turn.
Okay. On tap. She's probably got some removal or something going on here.
Nope, none of that.
I'm gonna negative on. I'm just gonna attack with Skyclave.
I go to 20.
20. Okay. Then I'm going to. Yeah, negative there would have been super stupid.
Yeah, and then you can't blink it with your Yorion.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to scry. I don't want an agonizing remorse, and I'll play Yorion.
Yep.
I will target this, this, and this.
That's fine.
Okay.
So I gain 2 Mildew.
Oh wait, it's Mire Triton. I thought it was Scorpion here.
Scorpion's what I have.
Yeah, I for some reason I thought I casketed that. I guess I don't want to.
I just assumed you were gonna casket the token and then.
I was going to, but
you
I
give
don't.
me a trigger off.
I just don't want to give you a trigger, so I'm not going to do that actually.
Okay.
But you do get a 3/3 illusion. And then these come back, and then I'll take this.
Yep.
And then
That
this is
has
at
5.
5, and then I'll pass to you.
Okay. Well, didn't want to play this and let it get casketed or apparitioned because this is going to be big enough with kicker.
Okay.
The Skyclave Shade to attack into the Yorion.
That is. Oh yeah. That's
when
not
you
the
kick it,
return
it has
one.
2 counters. So it's
Okay.
a 5/3 they can't block.
Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Oh, that was an insane draw. I will play Amiria's Call. That's much better than the Plains. Much better than a Plains. We'll go like that.
It's going to be nice if
block.
white ever becomes playable in Standard because Amiria's Call is one of the better members of that cycle.
Yeah, no, I think it's close. I think it's a good tie for second and third with the green one. I think the red one's the best, but I guess let's attack with everything here.
I will block the apparition with my illusion.
Okay, take 6.
Brings me to 14.
Yep, and then I'll make some tokens.
And I get a 1/1.
No, they're indestructible with Amira's Call.
Oh.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
just
true.
a free attack, so.
Yep.
And 2 more tokens and pass to you. Oh, I should probably play land. Yeah, Amira's Call indestructible until the next turn is just insane. So yeah, pretend I made these first because now they're indestructible. It does not.
It's until your next turn.
Yep. So these are indestructible this turn. The angels are not. Yep.
That's just messed up.
It's good, yeah. It's really good. The amount of times I blew people out with them not reading it in my Yorion Omnath deck was high.
Well, even if I deadweight one of the flyers, you still have 10 power in the air, and you can add 4 with the Elspeth.
Yep.
And I'm at 14, so
You did. All right, there's that. Yeah, I mean, case of mulligans here. You had to take like 2 key turns off. You just can't do that against a deck that snowballs this much. So
Yeah, and then, I mean, the Amira's Call was also really key there.
Yeah.
I think
Do you want to do another pre-board since with the mulligans, or you just want to head right to sideboard?
yeah, we can do another pre.
All right, let's do it.
See if I can get a bit of a better draw.
All
I
right.
really want to be seeing Croxa here.
Yeah.
I think that's probably my best card in the matchup.
I have a ton of ways to exile it in this deck compared to normal one. Normally, your 5/5s and your Croxas that sneak under ECD are insane against Yorion decks, but this particular version that Igloo Boy played just has, a ton of Glass Caskets, ton of Skyclaves. So it lines up pretty decently here, that's for sure. But you don't have Oath, and Doom Foretold doesn't check the tokens. So your tokens are what I'm the most afraid of.
Yeah, so the key is is I'm going to have to put pressure on you with some of the other stuff that's going on, and then use Crocs as my finisher.
Exactly.
Once I've gotten rid of your removal, I think like Skyclave Shade is going to be good. That's something that you need to exile with those white removal spells.
And I don't have many Elspeth, so that's good against the Skyclave Shade. But I don't have a ton of them.
And then I get to bring in some discard after board. That'll be very helpful.
Yep, and I get to take out some ECDs and honestly probably some discard, Yeah. My 1/2 creature, just a supercharged burglar rats. That one's still good because you get to blink it with Yorion, but Agonizing Remorse is okay. I mean, if I can hit Crocs, it's okay. But
the 1/2 body also surprisingly relevant in this matchup.
yeah, it really is. Okay, game 2.
Okay, I will keep this hand.
Oh yeah, me too.
And we'll start with Swamp Scorpion.
Oh my god. All right, I got a castle. Your go.
Mush for 1.
Mush. 19.
Play a swamp and pass.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to play an Agademe tapped at pass.
Okay. All right, a pretty cool draw on my part. Now let's go with the plains. And I'm going to Agonizing Remorse you.
Oh, come on. I had the village right, so I didn't want my shade to get glass casketed.
Yeah.
So I held it this turn, and now you just get to remorse it. Max punished.
Yeah, that seems like what I want to be hitting there. So yeah, I'll take that.
The rest of my hand is just heinous.
Your go.
So you're at 18.
18.
To my 20. I'm actually going to village rights on your end step. I need to find some gas. So I'll go to 22. 16? You'll go to 16?
Yep.
Oh, that was painful. Oh my god.
You getting max punished? 2 red cards?
Okay, bye the Luris.
All right.
You're up.
All right. Let's see. I think I only really have one play here since this is a tap land. Discard a card.
I will discard.
Sometimes this kind of stuff works bad for
Eliminate.
me. Go. If you do discard the 1-drop and then can bring stuff back. Stall removal there? Yep.
Deadway your thing. You can go.
Okay. So I think this isn't insane value or anything, but I'm still going to do it. I'm going to take 3.
Go to 13.
And just play Doom Foretold. 13,
Okay.
And I'll pass to you.
So you're going to go to 15. I discard a card, right?
Yeah. So discard a card, lose 2 life, draw 2 card. I draw a card, gain 2 life, and create a knight.
Discard another eliminate.
So I go to 15, you go to 18, then correct?
I will go to 20 because I gained 2 off the Scorpion.
Correct. Yep. So not the best of Doom Foretold, but I mean that is just a good 4-mana spell, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will Lyris and Deadweight the Knight token.
Okay.
Pass the turn. God, if I just played Shade on 2, this game is so different.
Oh yeah.
Your Doom Foretold is bad. If you didn't have a removal spell for it, I'm applying so much more pressure.
Yep.
Maybe I'm wrong. Like,
casket.
is it me just getting fancy? Did you have that casket?
Yeah.
So
And remorse.
Yeah.
Yeah, things aren't working your way here, that's for sure. So I'll take 1.
And you go to 14.
And I will play, all my lands have been tap lands, so pass to you.
Go.
Woo!
I
All right.
hold this land, actually.
Okay.
I've got Skyclave Shade.
Yep, nope, that makes sense. Now I'm going to go with an expert.
Discard the land.
Now let's go with Charming Prince, and I'll target this.
I will Heartless Act the expert.
Yep. Pass to you. I kind of want the Charming Prince to live for loops, so I think it was worth it to do that instead of a scry.
Go.
All right. Attack for 2.
18.
All right. And Doom Foretold. Pass to you.
I go to 16. You go to 16.
16 all.
I'll
Get
discard the
this.
Swamp.
I draw a card. What does this card even do?
You can go.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what my cards do. Okay. Interesting. Not very good, but interesting. Okay, that was good though. Attack for 4.
I'll go to 12.
That was best possible. Treacherous Blessing. Wow. Then I will go with a Expert. I'll take 1. 15.
Discard a swamp.
You're go. Or wait, do I get to do 1? Oh, consist of the party. This is just a knight, right?
Yeah.
And this is a noble, so it's just 1. Okay. Pass to you. Got him. Right on time. Absolutely got him. Okay, attack for 5.
I will go to 7.
Snorian. I'll take 1.
You're at 14.
Blink out these. They come back. Discard a card. Blink out Yorian. Draw 3 cards. And you go.
Croxa.
I'll discard ECD. Yeah. Everything I did lined up so well with what you had.
We're going to do some sideboarding, and we'll come back and finish this match here on Versus Live.
Hello.
Welcome back to a Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Rakdos Luris and Orzhov Doom Foretold. On my side, mainly trying to, 1, reduce the amount of removal in the deck, because this is not a matchup where spot removal is particularly effective, and also upgrade some of the spot removal that we do have to spells that are going to be a little bit more flexible.
Sure.
So cutting all my deadweights eliminates and spike field hazards. These just don't kill enough stuff. I don't much care about killing the random 1/2s and 2/2s in your deck, even if I can do it at value with deadweight and Luris.
Yeah.
Instead, I'll have Blood Chief's Thirst, Feed the Swarm, which can destroy an enchantment, which is really nice.
Yep.
And then 4 copies of Agonizing Remorse. This is the really big gain. But these are much more flexible removal spells. They can all kill Yorian, which is actually a card that will, blunt a lot of my aggression. Can kill Elspeth or any planeswalkers that you might have as well.
Yep.
At least on the Blood Chief's Thirst side. But Feed the Swarm being able to kill, Doom Foretold before it goes off or something like that is also quite nice.
No, that seems great. And from my end, we were kind of talking in the break. I was like, I probably want to cut Agonizing Remorse. But the more I think about it and how insane it was that game, both times I cast it, plus the fact that even when you're on the play, your turn 3, like one of your most powerful things is like Croxa Village Rights it. And just being able to kind of pick apart those little interactions, especially with the exile clause on Agonizing Remorse, seems enough for me. So I'm leaving in 1 Elspeth Conquers Death, which I usually do against Luris decks, just because if you draw it, you just save it for Luris, and that's fine, even though I do have a ton of exile for it anyways. Kitesail Freebooter, I'm not a big fan of anyways, but Dranith Magistrate here, I've never cast that card, but it's got to be good here.
Yeah, the 1/3 body stops the cheap creatures, stops Croxa, stops Luris. Seems great.
Seems awesome. And then bringing the last glass casket and a couple shatters just in case things go south on the draw.
Okay, see if I can, actually do some relevant game actions.
Yeah, no kidding. This hasn't been it's been a rough Versus Live for you so far. A lot of mulligans and a lot of just things lining up for me and not lining up for you.
It's not great.
That's what it's great for me. I'm liking it.
It's not great.
Hashtag Team Corey. I think this may be the fastest time we've ever locked up the marbles here on Versus Live. Just 2:15.
I'll have to go check the tapes.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I mean, LeBron came back from a 3-1 deficit. So can you, man.
Oh, Nuggets did it twice.
And Nuggets did it. I know. I didn't want to say that though. I don't know if you're still if you're still in a rough spot. All right.
I'm in free agency mode.
Yeah. So, I mean, I did drive by right after the Jazz lost the first time, and you were crying in the fetal position on your lawn, though. So that's why, I was trying to help you out.
That's how it is the night of. But you get a little bit better every day.
Yeah, you were up to the stairs the next day, so I was proud of you for that. And then all the way to your apartment.
Anytime Jamal Murray hits like 2 threes in a row, he still takes them personally.
Yeah, or I think he takes it more personal when he misses 2 threes in a row. I think that's hits Ross even more. He's like, why couldn't you do that when you were playing against Utah?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right, Rob, do you have one question for us here while we're going?
Tyler Durden 803 asked, so we've lost some of the mono red planeswalkers that were good in the sideboard form mono red. Do you think that there are any replacements for like Chandra or Tybalt in mono red?
So Tybalt gets easily replaced by Royal Eruption, the new Roiling Vortex
Oh, yeah.
The sulfuric vortex card.
Yep.
Royal something.
Yeah. No, that's a great.
I've actually played a little bit with mono red, and that card is really
I
impressive.
think that card's better than Tybalt.
Yeah. So not only is it a replacement, it's an upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Saying better than Tybalt, though, like, it doesn't narrow much down.
There's a lot of room there. I think it's actively good.
Yeah.
And a really important part of mono red deck sideboards going forward. So that's an easy replacement. As far as Chandra goes, like that card also wasn't that good. You're talking about the 3-mana Chandra, I assume?
Yeah, probably 3 or 4. The 4, like, you ultimated at -7, and that card saw some play. But yeah, nothing has come close to Chandra Torch of Defiance for those decks.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't think Planeswalkers is the way to go, but I think that that card is pretty solid.
The Vortex, you just stop them from gaining life and eventually burn them out, right?
And if you combo it with Tybalt, it's insane. Lightning Bolt
Torben,
every turn. Torben.
Yeah, I agree. The Torben is great in the deck. Spikefield Hazard becomes Lightning Bolt. The Vortex bolts them every turn. I've been playing it with the Warrior 1-drop that it gets haste when it's equipped and deals damage when it dies. So that's another way to use Torben. So
honestly,
that's your plan, is to do limp over the finish line with burn.
I like that, and I think the replacement for Chandra in the matchups where you want Chandra is actually just Phoenix of Ash. I think that is a card that goes long and doesn't play into a Wrath as much. Still plays into Extinction Event depending on if you. I mean, against Sultai, you have to just be, no matter what deck you're playing, you have to just be diversifying your threats every turn. That's just the one thing I learned about that. So as long as you're able to diversify a little bit, even though there's a lot of 1s and 3s in mono red, then I think Phoenix of Ash is just a nice card that can go the long distance and stuff. So
and it's a nice card to save for post Extinction Event, right? You extend your other threats, then after the Extinction Event, you're like, okay, Phoenix, get a little bit more damage in. I've got a mana sink if I'm flooding, and it's going to be good against your spot removal. I'll probably have enough to escape it.
And strap it on an Embercleave, all of a sudden, fire breathing on Embercleave is pretty insane. So I would say those are your 2 replacements for those type of cards.
Bam, we did it. We're basically Sandy Dog.
Oh yeah. Well, let's not get crazy. He's the GOAT.
He actually knows how to play the cards.
Yes.
There's a key difference.
That's true.
My hand looks solid. This is the best hand I've had so far today.
It's a pretty good one-lander. Pretty solid. Now mulligan. Oh, mulligan. I had a temple even, so I would have bought him this. I would have hit 1 land and then probably lost, but not bad.
I too have a 1-lander.
Oh, but how many double face cards?
Also 1.
I know. I was playing Gruul Adventures the other day. I played your list. I just played 1 match, and I was like, nice. I'm very happy keeping this no-lander.
I've done that as well.
Yeah.
So turn 1, Kazandu Valley.
Yes.
Turn 2, take 3, play a 2-drop.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it feels nice. So, all right. I'm on the mulligan here. Very rare sight on Versus Live. And I can keep this. 2 of this style of card is usually bad anyways, so a pretty easy ship.
Okay, I will once again start on a Scorpion.
It worked so well the last few times, so I like it.
This is probably my
Castle past
least favorite card for Rakdos decks.
Scorpion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was good at the pre-Luris nerf. I really liked it because it comboed a lot with your stuff, but now I think it's lost its luster.
Yeah, so attack brings you to 19.
Yep.
This is an awkward draw, to say the least, but I'm going to go to 17 and then go to 16 to Agonizing Remorse you.
Okay. I got some decent ones. My mana base being a little awkward.
I am going to take the Elspeth's Nightmare.
Okay, yeah, I think that card's good. I think that card's really good, to be honest.
Turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to play this. Pass to you.
I have 16. I had to bolt myself for the Agadim.
16-19, yep.
Yeah. I'll play a Skyclave Shade and then play this Malakir Mire.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. So drew the land.
Still no swamp for Castle Octawayne.
No, I haven't put a Castle Lockdown into play untapped yet. I don't know if it's a design flaw, but
It's just one of the consequences of playing a lot of double face lands and pathways. Is that the castles are just a lot less reliable.
Agreed. Yeah, I probably should lower the numbers a little bit on it. But yeah, I'll play that and pass to you.
And you're so used to just jamming a ton of Castle Octawayne, you're like, this card's great.
Why not? But it is a little bit of a liability now, I agree.
I will slam with both.
With both, okay. Pretty easy, just block there.
Yeah, so we get a 16 all.
16, yep.
I will play a Skyclave Shade.
Okay.
And I will play a Swamp and pass the turn.
Okay, how's your red going again? Pretty good?
I mean, I don't have any red cards, so the deck is very black heavy.
That's fair. All right, well, a little bit awkward here with Treacherous Blessing. So landfall, when that's in your graveyard, you can just play it from your graveyard. And you can even kick it?
Yes, kicker is a additional cost you can play when you cast things.
Okay.
It's a neat little card.
It is a pretty cool card. I'm going to go with a Glass Casket.
Resolve.
Targeting this. I'll take one.
So that brings you to 15. I will Village Rites that Skyclave Shade that you target.
Okay. Now,
it's nice to get the Shade in my graveyard, but it does leave that casket available for Yorion Blinkage.
Exactly.
So a little bit of a double-edged sword there.
And I think I am just going to go for kind of the tempo play here instead of dealing a bunch of damage to myself, and I'll go to 14 here.
I will Malakir Rebirth it.
Okay,
I
so
lose
it just
2
comes
life,
back.
so I'm going to go to 14, yeah.
Okay.
Basically just counters the Blood Chief Thirst.
Okay, and then I'll play this castle. I have a Mauling. Pass to you.
I will Agonizing Remorse you.
All right.
I will take the Yorion.
Okay.
Brings me to 13.
Mm-hmm.
I will send with both.
I'll block.
Okay, so they trade, you take 1 to 13.
Yep.
And then I will play a Mire Triton. I'll gain 2 to 15.
Okay.
Mill Awakening and a Swamp.
I got you to 16, unless I missed
I took 1 from Remorse.
Okay, yep, you're right.
Pass the turn.
Okay. So, what do I want to do now? I think I kind of want to just bite the bullet and cast the Shatter and play a Mauling, or play the flip side of it. Take a total of 3, go to 10, and then try to deal with stuff from there. But the dealing with stuff from there plan is still kind of rough because I don't have a great follow-up. And you have 1 card?
1 card.
Actually, I think I'm going to take another path on this. Let's go with Land Go.
Okay.
A little bit different.
Yeah, that is an option. Okay, I will attack for 3.
I'll maul this.
Okay, so you take 1.
2 total,
yeah. 2. Yeah, 1 from Blessing, 1 from combat, so you go to 11.
Yep.
Okay, I will play a Mountain that triggers the Shades.
Okay.
I'm just going to play 1 with Kicker.
Okay.
That way, if you shatter, I'll draw a card.
Smart.
Still putting, I only lose 1 point of power this way.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty smart. But whoa, that was a heck of a draw from your pal Corey B here. All right, I'm going to play Elspeth.
Yep.
I'm going to go to 10.
10.
Make a couple tokens and pass to you. Punishes you for that, but I didn't have it, so it's not like you were playing around, incorrectly playing around something.
Currently, you're at 10.
10. As Treacherous Blessing has been a liability, most of the time it's usually just finds you Doom Foretold, you play it, sack it, and all is well in the world, but it has been pretty rough this time.
Attack you.
With both?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll block one to each.
Okay. I'm going to play Weaponize the Monsters.
Okay. 2 damage to any target. Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. So I like what Ross has set up here. It says, okay, if you want to shatter, in response, I can sack the Scorpion, deal 2 to the Elspeth. You don't get tokens. And then I still take 2. You still draw a card. That's pretty sweet play. So I think I kind of want to juke and prevent that. And the card I drew helps a decent amount with that. So I'm going to take 1 and have you discard a card.
So that brings you to 9.
Yep.
Okay, trigger on the stack. I'll Heartless Act the Acquisition
Okay,
Expert.
okay. All right. And then I'll make 2 tokens.
Yep.
And I'll put a Yorion into my hand. Here you go.
So... Yeah, let's just untap.
Okay. Yep. Stuff is scary with Weaponize here. That's for dang sure.
I will attack you with both.
I think I'm getting to the point where I don't want to take any damage if necessary here. So I think I want to just chump again. Yeah, double chomp.
Yep. Pass the turn.
Okay. Well, I still think Yorion's my best play here. Yeah, I'll just play Yorion, take 1.
That brings you to 8.
Yep.
Yorion's fine.
Blink out these 3.
That triggers this.
Oh, I sack this, huh?
Yeah. Which is, I think, is what you want.
No, that's not how it works. You get to.
Oh, yeah, it's not a target because this isn't target.
Yeah, no. So it will be sticking around, but I'll be drawing 3 cards.
Yeah,
so.
that's fine.
All right.
It doesn't matter. You're dead anyway.
Am I?
Yeah, you're at 8 right now, so I
Yeah.
can sack both of these on the end step, trigger the Scorpion, that deals 6 to
yeah.
you, and then I have a Crocs at a sack with the trigger on the stack on my turn. That's 8.
I don't like that, but yep, that's 8. That is 8. GG. All right, you want to stretch us to a best of 5? These games are sweet when you get to do stuff. So
I think that is more around where this matchup is going to go, right?
Yeah.
And if you had a little bit more action in the mid game there, I think you would have been able to stabilize.
Yeah.
But instead, I was able to use the Weaponize the Monsters as a good reach spell.
I think just the Doom Foretold would have been the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I really needed that to get rid of because I dealt myself like 6 points with Treacherous Blessing, and I put another Treacherous Blessing on the bottom with my mulligan, and I actually thought I was going to get punished because I thought you were going to remorse the blessing. But I think you made the right call. It didn't seem like it was that bad. Of course, getting 3 cards for 1 card is insane, especially when you threaten to blink it more times. But yeah, it just wasn't great. The 1/3 wasn't very good either. It's not very good in the late game, but I can see it being insane later. But the thing is, the Rakdos deck plays 2 different games. It doesn't play this all-in graveyard deck. You can be, playing to the battlefield doing shenanigans as well. But
yeah, you got some sacrifice synergies, you got some graveyard synergies.
it does shut down the landfall, just because you are casting it, right? It's not an ability. Yeah.
So it does have a lot of applications there.
Yeah, that's sweet. Okay, Rob, you got a question from our lovely audience?
I do not.
You do not? Okay, well.
What about from our non-lovely audience?
Yeah, what about from the B-level audience,
I'm going to pretend Anderson is here, and why did you make his deck look bad?
There we go. There we
It
go.
wasn't Anderson's deck. I
A
made
ghost
it.
question. Nice.
Well, the deck he suggested.
Yeah. It's because I don't like Anderson very much.
Oh, burn! Take that. He's kidding,
Just
of course.
kidding, Anderson.
Todd has a question. How is it going?
How's it going?
Not great.
Not good. Very good.
We got on the board.
Very good. Thanks for asking.
We got on the board.
Todd, we gave you some camera time. A beast, smashed up Raw, so it's just like old times,
Trying to remember, I know Thragtusk was like the big thing that made Todd Anderson tokens back in the day.
Yeah. And I mean, back in my day, the OG called the herd. Let's go.
That's elephant tokens.
Oh, dang it.
Beast Within makes 3/3 beast tokens.
Yep. Okay, game.
Now we got Vivian. Doesn't Vivian make beast tokens?
Yep, you're right. Yep.
Unfortunately, Vivian hasn't seen a ton of play.
Not really. Okay, game 3, I'll be on the play, and wow, I just have, once again, these castles just look so rough, but I'm going to keep my hands pretty good.
I will keep as well.
I will Temple, Scry. Don't think I necessarily need this land right now, so I'm going to bottom it. Pass to you.
I will start on an Archfiend's Vessel.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, I will Agonize Remorse you.
Tilt.
19. What do you got here?
I have 2 mountains, which is the awkward part.
Yeah. Well, I definitely do want to just deal with Kroxa. I'm on the play, so just discarding cards is a big deal. So, yeah, we'll get rid of Kroxa here.
Yeah. I was hoping to draw another Black Source and set up Kroxa Malika Rebirth. Get a little Mind Rot action in there.
I like that. And pass to you. I like that a lot.
Worst possible draw.
Like that as well.
Play my Mire Triton. I'll go to
Okay.
22. And attack for
And
1.
your Kroxa's exiled.
Oh, yeah.
Kroxa's exiled. That's quite important.
So I'm going to gain 1 in combat, go to 23, and you'll
Yep.
go to 18.
You got it.
Pass the turn.
All right. That's pretty spicy.
Is it, though?
Yeah, it really is. Elspeth's Nightmare. And pass to you. Whenever you get all modes on that card, it's quite good against you. Can you remove a counter on my thing? All right.
17-24.
Yep. All
You're
right.
up.
Draw, duress you.
I drew another mountain.
Oh, baby. Talk dirty to me. Okay, I think I just
How
want...
many mountains are in my deck, Rob?
So it's one of this, and this is just a tap swamp on the back.
Yeah.
There are 8 mountains in your deck.
Nice. Let's take the Heartless
8
out.
mountains in this deck?
Yes, 8 cards, name mountain.
That's a lot of mountains.
Let's take the Heartless out.
I know you need double red for Kroxa, but
Yeah,
it's like the only thing you need red for. It's a lot of mountains.
that is a lot of mountains. So I am going to go with Expert. Discard a card.
Discard a mountain.
I will Charming Prince it, and then go to end step and have you discard another. Your go. Yeah, even top decking a swamp is not bad for me because you don't get to return anything.
You can go.
All right. So draw, exile your graveyard. Let's go with Agonizing Remorse. I'll hit your Luras. I'll go to 16, and we'll Glass Casket this. It's only when it dies, right?
Yep.
Yep. And attack for 3. That one stays under here.
I'm at 21.
Your go. I've taken everything from you. That Elspeth's Nightmare was nice. Oh, that was a good draw, too. Attack for 3.
18.
All right. And I drew the best possible. Treacherous Blessing. I'll play this Triumph and pass to you. Yeah, that was good. I got 2 good ones, but...
Oh, I will take the Yorion. Orion.
Yeah, I think you have to.
I'll go to 17. Your
Okay.
turn.
Okay. All right. I will attack for 3.
14.
I will sack. And it doesn't really matter. I guess I'd rather have a swamp. I'll play Doom Foretold and the Priest. So the party is at 2, I guess, right?
Cleric and Rogue, yep.
Yeah, so-
is it drain for 2 or I lose 2 life? It's drain.
Drain, yep. So I'm going to break even because I have to play 2 spells.
So you'll stay at 16, I'll be at 12.
Yep. And then pass to you.
We'll discard a swamp.
Okay. Doom Foretold, you go to 10, I go to 18. I
Yep.
get a 2/2 knight. I draw a card.
You're up.
This has been a close one. It's been a close one. All right. Attack with everything.
I'll go to 4.
Okay. I will play a land. Then I will take 2, draw a card, go to 16, and put Snoring into my hand and pass to you.
Meyer Triton.
Got him.
Go.
Got him.
Gain 2.
You're at 12.
I'm at 6, actually.
Oh, you're at 6.
Corey's wanting you to make it fair. Give you
Yeah.
6 life.
Untap. I will. What don't I want to die? Kind of nothing, really. Yeah, I'm not even attacking you. It's not even worth it. All right, I will play Yorion.
You go to 15.
15. Blink out these. Blink out these. I will play this temple. Keep that on top. Say go. Start
Now
the
you
loop.
get your choice of the 2, because you have 2 party
I'll
creatures.
take that. Charming Prince will exile that. We'll drain you for 2.
I'm at 4, you're at 17.
And then discard the other one to the expert. Or wait, no, that was the
yeah, that
expert.
was rebirth.
Okay.
So 4 to 17.
And pass
And
to you.
you draw 3 cards off the blessing.
Oh, no, I didn't. Forgot about that. And then Yorion is exiled.
Yep.
Here you go.
Village Rights, the Meyer Triton.
Got him. Yep. That resolves.
Call of the Death Dweller on Meyer Triton and Archfiend's Vessel.
Okay. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's kind of the thing that you want to be doing.
Yeah.
I'll make a demon. I'll mill 2. I'll gain 2.
Okay.
Hit a Croxa. Now we're doing it. I'm
All
at
right.
6.
6.
Still
Okay.
very dead.
Oh, yeah.
Pass the turn.
End step. I'll bring this in. I will blink out all of these. You get this back. Now I'll start my turn. And I'll... No, can't kill you, but I'll attack for...
If you have an
oh,
answer
wait.
for the demon, I'm dead.
You're at... Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Blood Chief Thirst. Yeah, you
Yeah.
attack me to 2, and then when this trigger
You
resolves,
get drained, yeah, that's right. And I mean, just glass casketing it on end step. You're in the Yorion loop there.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
I actually had
well.
my last card was Blood Chief's Thirst. If I had
Yeah.
another Black Source instead of all the mountains, I Blood Chief's Thirst a Charming Prince.
Yeah.
And if I had enough life, I didn't have enough life, so
Yeah.
it still wouldn't have mattered. But
Even the one more Yorion flicker everything out,
Yeah.
just too much. But yeah, stopping the loop, you have to. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're just toast. So
that is 3-1. But we've got a little bit of time if we want to do
a pity one?
Yeah.
I've been loving this deck. Igloo Boy, if you're watching, thank you. This deck is sweet. Absolutely sweet, I must say. I mean, this is exactly my style, so doesn't have to have too much flashiness, but pretty sweet. Pretty
Yeah,
sweet
the
stuff.
Doom Foretold decks are nice. It's sort of a
Yeah.
tap-out style. You know you're going to be good against creatures for the most part.
Yeah,
I would be worried about playing against a Sultai deck with a lot of neutralizes.
for sure.
But even against like Omnath, you just do such a good job of like keeping them off of permanence
Yeah.
that it can be tough for them to really amass, ramp hard into really expensive spells.
Yeah, I bet this does have a good Omnath deck and aggro, but then really, struggles with any Sultai, probably tap out or or this style. But yeah, I bet this deck actually has some legs.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I would be a little worried about closing speed in the Omnath matchup because they're very good at gaining life, and you don't apply a ton of pressure. And if they get to the point where they top deck a few lands once you run them out of stuff, and then hit that ultimatum or hit that escape to the wilds, that's the kind of games that you're going to lose.
Yeah.
So I think if this is a deck that you're interested in watching at home, I would look to sideboard in a way to try to mitigate that scenario.
Yeah.
Which is tough to do, but Granite Magistrate is good against escape, so that's another reason that card's in the deck. Does not cover Genesis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you're casting the cards from exile.
Yeah.
Genesis Ultimatum puts them onto the battlefield, so there's not much you can do about that.
Isn't there something that cards that get put in off Genesis Ultimatum?
You can Containment Priest Ultimatum, but each one of those cards has a hole. And the Magistrate also stops Arrow. So Magistrate, seems good in this matchup, but I think it's mainly there for the Omnath matchup.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. No, I think that's awesome. And I mean, you just go to 4 Heartless Act, so you can beat their early game of Cobra and Omnath that hits them both pretty cleanly.
Yep.
But you're also a tap out deck, so there's that awkwardness in there. So yeah, I'd be interested to try it out. All right, pity game.
I will play.
Hashtag Team Corey, we got it this time. 3-1. I'm feeling good. I got a nice cushion.
The luckiest.
I know, so lucky.
I have another mediocre hand.
Me too. I'll keep.
I'll play a Serrated Scorpion.
Okay.
Like I do every game.
It's worked every time so far. It did work once, to be fair.
I had a Vessel last game.
That's true. Do I want this other interactive card? Probably for safety. Yeah.
Attack for 1.
I'll take it.
Go to 19.
19.
I'm going to Village Rites it, put you to 17 and me to 22.
Powerful.
Oh, that was punishing. Play a Mountain and pass.
Okay. All right. I got a Charming Prince to scry 2.
Yep.
I think I will actually keep both here. That second card is not that good. Yeah, I'll keep one.
Okay. The top card I drew off the Village Rites was a Croxa, which I would have loved to have Village Rites this turn, but I'll just Croxa you.
Of course. This is a pretty solid one to discard. But I also like casting it. Yeah, we'll discard Elspeth.
I'll play an Agadine tapped.
Okay.
Last turn.
I'll attack for 2.
I go to 20.
20. Now, what do I want to do? I could just put Snorian into my hand here. The all-powerful play. Yeah, I don't think anything else is great. So, yeah, here you go. Give myself some fuel to discard, even though it should be a sin to discard Yorion ever.
Yeah. Okay, well, you are.
At least it is in my household.
You're going to discard another card. I've got Call on Croxa and Scorpion.
Okay.
So I'm going to put both counters on the Scorpion, so it has Death Touch and Menace.
Checks out.
And you'll discard a card to the Croxa.
I think I'm over this being a good option right now. So I'm going to discard Shatter.
Okay, pass the turn.
Okay.
We did have a comment in chat, Corey, about how your fiance should probably feel slighted by how much attention you give Yorion.
I know. It is. Yorion is hanging on my mantle, a foil Japanese version. Tori has never once sat on the mantle, I mean, that's for specifically Yorion, so. Yeah, I know. She's jealous of the bird serpent, but we all are.
And even your dog likes Yorion.
I know. Yeah, get this. An awesome fan, a quick story time since we got some time. An awesome fan of mine sent me every companion in Japanese and foil. And I was showing them off to Ross. I was like, dude, you got to check this out. This is the coolest gift I've ever gotten. LOL to Joe, a quick shout out to him. And I was showing him the cards. We were watching basketball. And then all of a sudden I look away for a second. And Ross just Henry's got a card, my dog, my new puppy. And he had one card out of all the companions. Take a wild guess which one he picked. Henry ate my foil Yorion already, so I'm hoping I can still play with it because it's going to be a companion. It has a couple bite marks, but that's okay. But yeah. I was sad and impressed with what good taste my dog has. So Really, really cool stuff there, I must say. All right.
He didn't maul it up too badly.
Yeah, not too terrible. A couple bite marks, you know. I'll play this on this.
Apparition, Exile, Scorpion.
Okay, and then I'll attack.
I'll go to 18.
Your go.
You just have to get the magic judge to make that ruling that likes dogs. So
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Go up to someone.
like,
who
I swear it's a really cute story. I didn't bite it. You know, I swear it was a dog.
Yeah.
I did my homework.
The dog bit my homework. Yes, exactly. Can I still turn it in?
I'll Crocs you.
I'll take 3.
Nice.
14.
And I'm going to go back up to 20 playing a Mire Triton.
Okay.
Mill 2. Ooh, Skyclave Shade.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to play another Agadeem
Okay.
and pass the turn.
All right.
Do I
Now.
need to do that? Nah, I can just play this mountain.
Okay. Now I am not going to attack because I don't want to trade, but I'll play a Yorion.
Yep.
I'll blink these out. You get a 1/1 illusion. And then comes back, exile that, put it under here. And then Charming Prince will blink this. Your go. The loop has been assembled. That one is a 1/1. Yep, you're right.
I need to find a removal spell.
Yeah, you
to
do.
break up this loop. I was going to Crocs this turn. That's what I'd set up. But with Yorion Charming Prince going,
Yeah,
it doesn't do a whole lot.
it doesn't. Makes me discard.
The good news is the loop is also not generating Corey a ton of value.
No,
so,
I definitely need more to go with it. That's for sure.
do I? Yeah, this just doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna slam my life total a bit and castle. So I'll
Okay.
take 4, go to 14.
Okay. 14 to 14, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't think there's a point in playing creatures.
Yeah, it's not great for you.
So I
You
will,
do get illusions. You net illusions, you know?
Yeah.
You do net illusions.
I'm gonna
so-
play this Agadeem tapped and pass.
Okay, end step, I'll bring this in, and I'll just blink out Yorion. Yeah.
Just blink out Apparition, you mean?
Yeah.
Or Not, just blink out Charming Prince.
For some reason, I just blanked on how this works, and I was like, I've done this 1 billion times here. So, Charming Prince is out.
Yep.
I'll attack for 4.
I go to 10.
Okay, I will Agonizing Remorse you. I'll go to 13. Okay. So you only have one thing to go with the Awakening. It's not the biggest deal. I can't really take Croxa because you have 2 of them. So yeah, I'll just take the Awakening.
Okay. You go to 13.
Yep. And then I will Charming Prince, gain 3, go to 16. This comes into play, exile Yorion, and pass to you.
Good news is if I find an answer to the Yorion, I feel I'm ahead.
Yeah, agreed. My 2/2s are not great.
I am not finding that.
Yeah, I guess I totally missed an attack with the Apparition last turn. That was bad.
I will Crocs your last card
Oh.
and play these creatures
Okay.
and pass the turn.
All right, end step. I will exile all of these, so you get a 2/2. These will be coming back.
Illusions.
Yep. Well, I would have loved a land for the escape there. That would have been pretty nice, actually. God, I don't. Yeah, I guess I can afford to. I'll castle. I'll take 2.
You go to 14.
14, draw, play a land.
Ross, did you forget your Mire Triton trigger?
Ooh,
Yep.
Yep.
I should be at 12.
Okay. Anything juicy over there? You have a Sky Shade in there,
I
right?
do have a Skyclave Shade.
Okay, so I'll Agonize Remorse the Shade.
Brings you to 13.
13. I'll attack for 4.
I go to 8.
8 to 13, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, end step, these come back.
I assume Mire Triton's going away. Maybe not.
Yeah, we'll take Mire Triton. And then I will, with 1 Charming Prince, blink this, and with the other Charming Prince, Scry.
Okay.
And then your go. Keep that one.
It's a good draw.
Uh-oh.
Not sure it's going to be quite enough, but it's a good draw.
Okay.
Weaponize the monsters.
Ooh, that is good.
Awkward part is I could deal with both Charming Princes,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'd be able to deal with the Weaponize by blinking Apparition when this Yorion comes back.
True.
But once I deal with the Princes and the loop is gone, I feel a little bit better still. I still have this Yorion I'd have to deal with,
Mm-hmm.
and my life total is not very high. I'm going to gain 2 when this dies, but that puts me to 10, and Elspeth can pump the Yorion too, so it's still a 2-turn clock.
Mm-hmm.
I also have to be wary of the potential. So if I sack 2 things and deal with the 2 princes, I'd really love it if I just had another mana here. I would just trade boards right now.
Yeah.
And be pretty happy. I'd be left with a 2/2 illusion when the apparition died.
Yeah.
I'd gain 2 life, and I just need to draw a removal spell, then I'd be in pretty good shape.
Yep. But if you didn't draw a removal spell, you're still dead. So you're still in a rough spot, even with an extra land.
Yeah. But now, do I deal with the 2 princes and let you apparition? I do think that's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna just break up the loop, and I'm gonna sack the 1/1 illusion and the scorpion and deal with both princes. Okay. Scorpion triggers. You go to 11. I go to 10.
10. Yep.
And I cannot attack because then you just don't blink and kill me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll pass the turn.
Okay, so we'll go like this. I will blink this out at end step, so you get a 2/2. I will untap, draw. I knew I was drawing that. Don't want to cast it, but I do want Elspeth back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Spells can never really come back.
So you could pump Yorion to play around a potential top deck Mire Triton into something. There's another thing. And if I had milled over an Archfiend's Vessel, I could also rip a land and have buy Luris, play Luris, Vessel.
Yep. Nope, that would have been good.
No Vessel over here.
So I'm just going to attack for 4.
I go to 6.
I can still pump and win next turn, so I think I can safely make some tokens. Bring this back, hit that, and pass to you. The loop has been stopped.
Drew Mountain, so we need to hit removal here. I got 5.
Yeah, I don't know what you have.
I have a Heartless Act.
Okay.
I also have the ones that make me lose life, which is probably not good enough.
Yeah. 5.
And the Mire Tritons have all been exiled, but
yeah.
So I can't get them back. All I have here is Crocs and Scorpion, so yeah.
Yeah.
I can take your last card.
Mm-hmm.
And have a Scorpion.
It's always another Yorion. It's always another Yorion.
Not top 2. Just needed to find a removal spell for the Yorion. Couldn't do it.
One thing that was just insane that game was Skyclave. I mean, obviously the Yorion loop intensified it, but Skyclave looked awesome. Your illusions didn't matter that much. Sometimes that it doesn't work out that way. I think that card is insanely well developed because sometimes that card is so bad, but sometimes it is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I've played maybe like 30 matches with that card, and I still don't know if it's a good card. I'm still unsure, which is...
Skyclave Shade is definitely a good card.
No, the Apparition.
Skyclave Apparition.
Yeah.
No, also a good card.
Yeah, no.
So much of whether a card sees play is the context in which it exists. Like, it does Apparition...
And the context it exists in is, it is the one color where it seems like one of the colors that's not actually in Magic, white, you know?
Yeah, it's far and away the weakest color, so that's going to hurt it a lot. Right now, the format is it's very rampy. People are going over the top, so that condition of 4 or less is a huge deal.
Yep.
It hits Omnath and it's Uro, which is nice, but those cards are generating a ton of card advantage anyway, and so it's really only a speed bump. So it works well in either aggressively slanted decks or specifically this deck where it's a removal spell that synergizes with the Orient.
And then it still like hits Uro against some decks. So I mean, but for the most part, you don't want to cast it until they like do it, and Sultai usually rips your hand apart or counters it by then. So usually it probably pretty bad against Sultai in general, but
much better against Omnath, not great against Sultai, pretty good against aggressive decks. Even if you're just exiling a creature, trading with another creature on board, leaving them with the illusion, that is buying you so much time to set up these powerful synergies. So big fan of Skyclave Apparition there. It was definitely great with the loop, just turning all of my creatures into illusions.
Yeah,
right.
No kidding.
Would have loved to have some Mire Tritons in the graveyard there. Could have maybe gotten something going.
Yeah, we learned something today. Not only is time an illusion, but all your creatures are as well. So really learning stuff on Versus Live.
And dealt with that Weaponize the monsters. Normally Weaponize is not a great card, but one of the nice things about it is basically it always stays on the battlefield.
1-mana enchantments seem pretty safe against everything. And same with like your Ominous Sea deck around one. You're like, you don't want to play against Skyclave Apparitions. Like you go that and they just do that. It's like, come on, really? Yeah.
I can imagine a world where those Mire Tritons are in the graveyard and I have the Weaponize out and I'm able to rip that call, hit the Mire Triton, survive one more turn against the Yorion, and then find Archfiend's Vessel and then start doing the Lurrus loops. Eventually maybe have enough permanence to just take down the Yorion with the Weaponize and crawl back into that game.
For sure.
Apparition really shut that pathway back into the game out. Yeah,
and one thing that was also last point on this one is just Elspeth looked awesome too. Like that's a card that's going to be so good in this type of matchups. Just always having that. Okay, normally Rakdos plays that gameplay of strip your resources and make it so your Yorions are not snowballing too much, and that was successful. But Elspeth just at your worst, just anytime you're like, I don't have a great play, you're like, let's go, So
and it really stymies the sort of chip shot damage that the Rakdos deck likes to get in.
Yeah,
because you're worried about playing this attrition game, you don't realize that the Rakdos deck is dealing you 1 or 2 a turn, maybe 3 occasionally, and eventually that damage adds up, and somehow you're at 5.
Yeah, and that's what happened the game, whatever game you won.
Elspeth does a really great job of just shutting down, especially Mire Triton attacks, but also the 2 of them block a Scorpion pretty well,
or just chump the 5/3 when you kicked it. It was just amazing. So that's gonna do it for round number 2. Hashtag Team Corey took it down, but that doesn't mean we don't have any more exciting Magic. The next deck I am playing is definitely the craziest one we saw. This person, let me get the name right here. Hashtag the 1-drop 1 is a 4-color Winota list, but not the kind of Winota list that you would normally see. And then Ross is going to be playing at Jeremy Krakowik. I probably butchers his last name. Yeah, something like that. But playing an awesome Double Visions deck.
Yeah, this is the red enchantment Double Visions. We got a deck built around that with Ironcrag Feet and a bunch of really cool mana sinks. So hopefully get to do some really cool stuff.
Or if you've ever heard my commentary at the Mythic Invitational, Icecrag Feet. I could not get that card right to save my life. And
Icecrag Feet, Icecrag Pyromancer.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. So we're going to take a short 7-minute break, and then we'll be right back with the third and final round here on Versus Live.